Hi, it's Phil again, and this is video 2 of the series. Let me just move this away because it's distracting me. So basically what we've done now, and let's just recap what we've done so far. We basically came to Claude, we created a new project. In this case I call it a new cozy demo. We uploaded the framework file and we uploaded the prompt. So if you go to here, this new chat, and I'll just take you right to the top of this if I get this mouse to work again. Just bear with me. Let's try that. Can't see the mouse because of the screen. There it is. So basically we updated the framework, I uploaded the framework. We then posted this prompt, and then from that prompt we followed a series of questions that Claude gave us. And what I did, a fast track list, I just said surprise me, surprise me, surprise me, and then just keep going through that. Now you can read through this, you can, when you get access to this, you can create this yourself and just read through. Each one of these stories is going to be different, it's going to be exclusive to you. And as you scroll down, it's just basically asking us to add more into it, and we have full control of how this story formulates. We can add characters, we can add worlds, we can add all sorts of different things here to make it completely unique. So we've mixed everything together, and the final output from that, if I just scroll down a bit further here, the final output was I basically said go and create everything. I think it just says surprise me and complete all tasks. So it went through, it says then I'll choose the one that gives you the novel, the most physical, visible, emotionally resonant throughout. I think that's what it said. So there's it, through line. It started to build the thing through. They've got the dormant seller option A, blah blah blah, and then what it does, it gives me these 5 files. These are the Patience of Stillwater World Bible, the Stillwater Story Bible, the character profiles, the chapter profiles or chapter outline, and the story state as well. And the story state is what we continuously work with. I'll show you how that works in just a moment. So what we need to do now is start a new conversation inside this project and say ready to write chapter 1. But before that, now you skipped a step there, just bear with me because I'm working on a very, very poor internet connection, as I mentioned in the previous video. So here's the 5 planning documents. So here's what you need to do. Add all 5 to your Claude project using the drop down on each file in the sidebar. The 6th file, the framework you uploaded at the start of this conversation, should already be in your project. Once all 6 are added, your workspace is complete. So these are the files that we're going to add. And then what we do after that is we start a new conversation and say ready to write chapter 1. So I'm just going to copy that. Control C. After every chapter, the framework will generate an updated story state file. Download it and delete the story state file from your project files and add the new one. So this is a story state file at the end. So after it's done chapter 1, we'll go and delete the one and upload the next new one. So I'll show you how we do that. So let's go back to the project. You just simply come back to where the main project setting is, and it's the project files we're looking to add here. So I'll click this, click add, and we've got, it's actually in demo videos, isn't it? Let's have a look. Project files. So I've already downloaded these, so I'm just going to select all, and we're going to add them to that project folder now. Again, bear with me, we're working on very, very poor internet connection here. Next video, hopefully we're somewhere faster. I think it's got better internet speed the next place I'm staying. So again, just bear with me because I can't see the cursor here. But we've got 6 files in there, so let's just enlarge that again. Where's it gone to? Alright, so we start a new chat. This is a chat that we used originally. So as it says, start a new chat and simply put in here, ready to write chapter 1. If I just scroll up here, again, terrible because I can't get my cursor at work when I'm recording, but it looks like it's there. There you go. The Patience of Stillwater, Chapter 1, The Canal Bridge. The valley announced itself before the road did. Seb came over the last ridge, and there it was below him, broad and flat-bottomed. The morning mist still sitting in their low places, even at this hour. The canal running straight through the centre like a seam in a cloth. He stopped to shift the consignment case to his left shoulder, not because it was heavy, but because the right had been carrying it since the fork in the road before dawn, and he had learned over considerable practice that alternating was better than enduring. So anyway, you can see it started to write this book, and we've got that first chapter done now. It's said here it's chapter 3,123 words. What changed? It's basically changed. It's overwritten the story because of how I had it originally from the using Atlas. So now what we do, it tells you here, we download the story state, delete the old version, So this is our chapter. It's written. That's a text chapter. What you can do is you can link to Google Drive. With my Claude, I've got that linked to my various tools. I've even got linked to Notion as well. I tend to write a lot of my books in Notion for my clients because I do ghostwriting. But you can link all these different connections here, and you could just put your books in there. So this is how you can copy it from here, copy the whole thing here, and paste it into a document, or you can basically save it into your Google Drive. But that's your first chapter written, and you saw how quick it was, even on very, very bad even on very, very bad internet speeds of less than 3 meg tonight. It's really, really bad. So now what we do is we've got to do the Patience of Still story state. So I'm going to download that.